Welcome.
Hi there.
I know you come to a lot of conferences and you speak at a lot of events. So are you speaking this conference? And
Yes,
yeah.
in about 45 minutes I'm speaking on a panel called Selling Search to the C-Suite.
Yeah, that sounds like a great topic, or at least the title, because how tough it is to sell search to the C-suite.
I personally have found it very tough because you are trying to sell a concept that challenges all the ideas and principles and learnings of traditional marketing. The biggest challenge for us as search marketers is understanding how traditional marketing works, how traditional marketers think. And oftentimes as search marketers, we go in with a solution to a problem that they don't even know they have. And then you lose it right away because you don't get respect and they don't take you very seriously. So I don't come from a traditional marketing background. Like many people, I fell into search when it was a new industry. And I've had to do a lot of educating myself to do a better job at talking to the C-suite because they have the budgets and we don't.
Right.
So I've had to work pretty hard at turning around some of my misconceptions about what search would mean to the C-suite.
Right. Yeah, the other thing I've noticed is sometimes even when it comes down to PPC versus SEO, PPC is also an easy sell because because okay, you're gonna put in $1 million, you're gonna make 10 million revenues. But when it comes to SEO, not just from a measurement point of view, but the the whole selling thing, it's very tough. I mean, what's your take on that?
The challenges with SEO is, selling search to a traditional marketer is a challenge, and then you add the perceived complexity of the technical side of SEO. Traditional marketers are typically not trained to think systems to produce results, and really to be good at SEO you need a good strong system. So I have found the challenge to be that CMOs are really busy.
Right.
They have a million and one things to do, particularly in this economy. Their job security is very shaky and they have an awful lot to do. So now you start talking title tags and you start talking about having to get IT involved. SEO is a much more holistic approach, and to do it right you need marketing needs to be involved, IT needs to be involved, communications needs to be involved. So I think the CMO has their job to do, they're measured on what they do, and once you start talking to them about something that means having to put a project together that really should involve all departments to do it right, you lose them.
Right. So if I have to ask you, if somebody wants to really go out and sell to the C-suite, like if search is really out there, what are the top 3 things you would recommend them to do, or search marketers to do?
Number 1, be prepared to talk to the CMO and give them some of your time just to listen. Because one size doesn't fit all. So one CMO might be branding, one might be sales. You need to know for sure what exactly they're measured on and what's really important to them. So listening is very critical. Don't lead with a solution.
Yeah.
Because it has been my experience over and over and over that you're offering a solution to a problem they don't know they have. So the other thing would be study their industry really, really closely. In today's online world, you can go equipped to a sales call or event. Keep some of it in your back pocket. Don't go in there and download on them like you've been stalking them. But do know a lot about their business, and more importantly, know a lot about their competitors. If there's something that will get the CMO's attention quite quickly, it's to show them what their competitors are doing better than them. So they're the 3 things that I would say I would lead with trying to sell search to the CMO.
I think nothing gets the creative juices flowing when you show them a competitor, right? That's always the best thing to do.
Exactly.
But coming on search, we're still trying to sell to the C-suite,
and we are still trying after all these years.
But
we're not doing very well.
You're right. But then you go social media, which is just a kid from yesterday, if you will, and the CEOs get it.
They're spending a lot on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you see that budget. So where do you think is the importance of social media, and how are you approaching social media, and if you're integrating social media with search in some ways or other?
Yeah, well, I don't think any. Just go back to SEO for a minute, and paid search now too, because you can do paid search on Facebook.
Right.
So I don't think any search campaign can be complete without the social media component as part of it, because there's many things you could do in social media that can drive your search and drive better results in search. So with social media, the CMOs get that because we were talking earlier, and they have Facebook accounts, they have links, so they're already able to relate to its existence and some of its value. So we will always look at, is social what this client wants, and it's, I think where they've moved to that and embraced that a lot better than search is because of branding.
Yep.
Social media has really been marketed as great branding, and putting the ability to put your brand in front of this passive audience. I think that's resonated more with the traditional marketer, because they know that.
You're right.
And a huge part of their job is branding and creating their brand, so that sinks in. Clicks, conversions, if they're not responsible for sales, the language of search is more alien to them than the language that you can connect to social media, particularly because of the brand.